Tonight, NBC's Clear the Shelters campaign is underway, and it could not come at a better time for our overflowing local shelters. Whenever we talk about the capacity crisis, we rightfully talk of the animals regularly facing euthanasia over lacking space. However, there's another toll from this problem, which many people don't talk about. It's dinner time at CMPD Animal Care and Control. And kennel assistant Taylor Hodges is serving up food and a smile for these pups.
Growing up, I always kind of volunteered at my local shelter and just kind of always had, I don't know, I guess so much joy being around the animals.
But some days that smile doesn't come as easy. And that's when she comes here to her makeshift office for reminders of why she does this work.
I do get it a lot, like, oh, what a great job. You just play with dogs and cats all day. And I'm like, no, it's not that.
Like so many others in animal welfare, Hodges knows how hard compassion fatigue can hit.
You see some of the craziest, most sad things, and then that it really does inhibit you if you get too trapped in it. To not be able to continue caring for them.
Usually discussed as a possibility among first responders, mental health, and medical professionals, compassion fatigue is the physical, emotional, and psychological impact of helping others. It's sometimes called vicarious or secondhand trauma and can look like depression and anxiety with lost productivity, intrusive thoughts, jumpiness, and tiredness.
I would say it's pretty easy to get wrapped up and want to save them all.
Hodges will tell you it also definitely impacts those working directly with suffering animals and those pouring weeks of love and care into them, sometimes only to lose them.
This is actually the only one that I requested to be there when she was being put down. That was the closest I think I've ever come to a anxiety attack.
And at a time when kennels are constantly packed and the odds seem particularly stacked against these pups, it can be tough to maintain focus.
When I first started, it felt like we did have more breathing room, but not lately.
To combat the sadness, Hodges takes solace in the victories, like her foster dog, Milkshake, pulled from a crowded shelter and adopted into a loving home. And the animals she comforted at work, who are now in better places too. Even photos of the ones she's lost remind her why she keeps going.
That way I can still see them. They're not forgotten, like someone did love them,
She says support from others also lifts her spirit.
If we didn't have volunteers, every day would be a tough day.
And taking time for self-care and perspective, trying to keep herself at her best so she can continue giving her best to these creatures in need.
I just love working with them and seeing them, come out of their shell.
And you can learn more about compassion fatigue and how to combat it by looking for this article at WCNC.com. And if you would like to help with the shelter situation, there is always a need for volunteers, fosters, and advocates. We have that information in our article as well.